So, I think we both noticed earlier when you were doing the dishes that that old familiar voice from your childhood popped up. And just to let you know, that's not your voice. It's your parents' voice, in particular your mother's. And it happens a lot when you are, in particular, doing the dishes. And specifically when you're doing them on your own. And just to be aware of this, and we are aware of it now, which is fantastic. But this happens quite frequently. They're getting more and more aware of it each time, which is really, really good. But I mean, I think the best thing to do now is just start looking at some techniques to overcome this. So first we're just going to kind of look at the reoccurring loop that happens. So every time you do the dishes, it starts off fine. Then after about 10 or 15 minutes, you start getting frustrated. And that frustration grows and grows. And then about half hour in, you just start feeling completely withdrawn and just angry and annoyed and a little bit isolated and lonely. And then you just start feeling a bit of resentment and anger that you're the only one doing this. And it kind of grows and grows. And then when you finally do get the place tidy that you wish or that you wanted to do, then you want notice and attention for it. And you want to be rewarded in some respect for what you did. And when you don't get that, it kind of eats away at you for a while afterwards. So my dude, what's going on here is, I mean, it's unresolved trauma, really, isn't it? To just bring up awareness to that, it's unresolved trauma. And it's coming directly from your past. And the voice that's inside your head is not yours, it's your mother's. And you're not really resenting anyone because no one in your family now asked you to clean or tidy in the first place. You took it upon yourself because you felt like you had to do it because there would be punishment if you didn't. I know we're laughing at it now, but I mean, that's what happened when we were younger. If someone else was tidying and we were sitting and enjoying ourselves, there would be serious consequences. So when the place is tidy now, you feel this urgency to get up and tidy. But then you've got that voice inside you that if other people aren't doing it, that they really should be doing it, and it's really unfair on you. Because I think what you're doing is you're just kind of projecting what you think your mother taught back in the day to keep yourself safe. And it is funny at the ripe old age of almost 47 that this stuff is still a reoccurring thing, but I'm just delighted because for years we've been going on and on and on and revisiting this loop, and it just keeps reoccurring every time, especially when we do chores. Painting the house during the summer was another big one. You're outside painting, everyone else is inside. Could people have helped you? Absolutely they could have, but they had other stuff they were doing themselves. And I think the best way to look at this is it's okay to relax. It's okay to have a messy house. I even feel a little cold chill around my spine even saying that. But it's okay to have a messy, untidy house. And just do it when we're all feeling up to it and doing it together. And then look at the situation. And family at the moment are quite sick. And, you know, they need the rest. And I think it's fantastic that you stepped in there and you looked after everybody. And well done for doing that. And I'm really proud of you. And moving forward, and I think this is the big thing, whenever we do something for ourselves first, we always feel so much better. Like it gives us that little bit of a buffer. And when we do something for ourselves, we're thinking about that. So for example, if I'm working on a YouTube video, if I'm thinking about a playlist for my next spin class, I'm thinking about that. If I've just read a really cool chapter of a book, that's in my mind. And it's those thoughts that are recycling through my brain instead of these thoughts that just kind of loop, you know? It's almost like whenever you start a chore, particularly your own, you need to have a full tank, or at least have half full tank of thoughts as a buffer in order to kind of see you through the task. It's like you need mental fuel, if that makes sense. And with that, you can get through chores much better. So moving forward, if the place is in chaos, okay, and you're the only one that can really sort it out or do it, first things first, this is your house that you want to keep clean for your family and for everyone else. You know, you're not that little boy anymore that is going to get in trouble for not tidying the house, okay? Plus, take it in little chunks. You don't have to scrub the walls like you did when you were a kid. You don't have to take the doors off their hinges and clean the nuts and bolts like you did when you were a kid, okay? And you have to remember that. Remember how far you've come. And remember that you're safe now, okay? Just keep reminding yourself that you're safe. And maybe just do 10 minutes and then go for a quick walk and come back, because you can do that now. You don't have to get everything done urgently and quickly, or you'll get hit or slapped or ridiculed. You're safe now. That's just not going to happen anymore, okay? And just take a deep breath, because I know you're feeling a little bit kind of vulnerable saying this on YouTube in front of everybody. So deep breath, but you're safe now. And you can do these things and you won't get ridiculed or hurt for just taking your time and doing these things. So break it into chunks and do bit by bit, and good enough is good enough. No more cleaning nuts and bolts. No more cleaning the kitchen and then looking around and going, oh God, you know, maybe the inside of those presses are a little untidy. Maybe we need to clean them. You're not with your mother. You're not with your father anymore. Okay? You're not in a place where good enough is good enough. You're not in a place anymore where only the best let you off the hook, or else it'd be kind of fairly severe and serious consequences. So moving forward, we're just going to do a little bit. We're going to take a little walk, as weird as that might look to some people. And then we'll get back to it again. And we'll put on some music. We'll make the whole experience as pleasurable as possible. You know, put on an audiobook and just do the bare minimum. And I know that really sits weird with you. You feel like you have to, you know, like I said already, take the nuts and bolts off the door, you know, scrub the floors, make sure you get every single little bit of dirt out of every single little bit of a crack in the wall. I mean, this is pure trauma stuff. So anyway, dude, that's what we do moving forward. Bit by bit, little by little, and just make sure you look after yourself first and always put your own projects first. And a messy house can wait. See you in the next one.